Nicki Minaj is back to reminding the industry that her grudges come with a long-term memory and a sharper tongue than any courtroom clerk. Moments after a federal judge said Megan Thee Stallion must keep fighting a contract breach lawsuit, Nicki opened Instagram, tapped out a mock scripture caption, and hit post. What was the name of that law again? Karma's law? Touch not my anointed law? Vengeance is the Lord's law? Translation: she thinks the legal system just handed her rival a dose of divine payback. Here's the quick legal backdrop. Megan has been locked in a bitter civil battle with her former label, 1501 Certified Entertainment, and its boss, Carl Crawford, since 2020. She wants out of her contract. They insist she still owes at least one studio album and a chunk of streaming royalties. Roc Nation, the Jay-Z-helmed management firm Megan signed with in 2019, is also on the hook. 1501 says the company tortiously interfered by encouraging her to breach. Megan's lawyers tried to get Roc Nation removed from the case. On July 8th, the judge said no. Everything rolls forward to discovery, maybe trial. Enter Nicki, popcorn in hand. Why does Nicki care? Because rap beef pays attention, and this one is personal. The Queen's MC and Houston superstar were once friendly enough to drop 2019's Hot Girl Summer anthem, but the relationship cooled fast. By early 2024, the subtweets turned into direct lyrical artillery. Megan's January track, Hiss, never names Nicki, yet everyone caught the dart. They mad at Megan's law. That line nods to the U.S. registry rule for sex offenders and implicitly references Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty, and her brother, Jelani Mirage, both on that list. Nicki answered with Bigfoot weeks later, calling Megan out for the Tory Lanez shooting saga and dubbing her Megan's Law, Megan's Flaws. Internet hellfire ensued. Monday's ruling felt like ammunition to Nicki's fan base, the Barbs. In her IG blast, she framed the decision as heavenly retribution. We give God the glory, and He's only just begun. The blogs posting lies, thank you, more money for me. She finished with a laugh cry emoji and teased new music on the way, effectively turning a court clerk's signature into a promo campaign. Within an hour, #Karma's Law trended, Barbs dropping memes of judges in pink wigs, while Megan's hotties fired back. Nicki celebrates any bad headline about Meg. Obsession. Roc Nation kept quiet, likely to avoid more defamation ammunition. For observers, the real issue is how easily business disputes lead into cultural warfare. The lawsuit has nothing to do with Nicki, yet because Megan clipped at her family in a bar, Nicki rides shotgun on every docket update. That's modern hip-hop. Legal battles become lyrical subplots, and lyrical subplots become brand leverage. Each court date headline spikes stream counts for diss songs sitting on DSP playlists. Every IG rant drives both fan armies back into playlist loops to decode bars they've heard 100 times. There's also the uncomfortable fact that the Megan's Law taunt touches a raw nerve. Kenneth Petty's 1995 attempted rape conviction first caught press when Nicki married him. Jelani Mirage was convicted in 2017 for predatory sexual assault against a minor. Nicki argues those stories are old and weaponized to shame her. But the internet never forgets. Megan's bar landed like a gut punch because it forced Nicki to defend what she can't erase. Monday's ruling gave her a way to swing back without cutting a new verse. Just quote the Bible, clap for karma, and let the likes pile up. Where does this go? Next stop is discovery. Depositions, emails, label statements. The court could push Megan toward a settlement or drag the fight through 2025. Meanwhile, Nicki preps a Pink Friday 2 deluxe drop. Sources say another Megan diss verse lurks in the vault if timing feels right. If the judge eventually sides with Megan, expect the hotties to remind Nicki that karma swings both ways. So, was Nicki's post righteous clapback or needless pot stirring? Does celebrating someone else's legal headache make sense when your own household names appear on federal registries? And will either artist benefit financially from keeping the feud alive? Or are fans finally fatigued? Drop your take in the comments and keep the debate respectful. Court filings are one thing, real-world pain is another. Hit subscribe and ring that bell because the next headline, be it a settlement, a new diss track, or another courtroom twist, could land before your next scroll.